guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing really well today. So today is a highly requested video. You guys have been asking me for the longest time to do a update on my bullet journal. So I started this bullet journal in, I feel like it must have been January, and I've been using it ever since. I absolutely love it. I use it religiously. I use it every single day and every single evening. Yeah, it's fantastic. And so there's a few different things that I've changed. Quite a lot of it has stayed the same. But I thought I would just give you a little bit of a flip through and just show you where it's at and what it looks like. If you're interested in more of an in-depth look over the whole of this bullet journal, I'll leave my other video below, because not much has changed for most things. It's just a few things that I've actually completely switched up and I'm enjoying differently. So yeah, I hope that this helps any of you who are looking for new ideas or new tips, and let's get into the video. So as you guys know, this is my bullet journal. I got it from Amazon. I can't remember the actual name of the book itself, but it has done me so well. So I think I've had this for about 6 months now, and it's not really showing that many signs of wear. This part here has got a bit jaggedy because I always put my pen in here. So I just use like a normal bog standard pen and it just goes in here really well. But because of all like the rumply bits, it's just kind of torn it up a little bit. But I really like that about this bullet journal, that can go in there, because sometimes I can put like a pencil in there as well, so love it. Anyway, so when we open it up and lay it flat, this is the first page that you see. This is what I showed in my last video, so I just do a really quick flip through, and if you want a more like in-depth look, then feel free to watch the other video. So yeah, this is my first page, and then we've got just the months there, and I just try and cross them off as we go so I can see like where we are. It's crazy to think how far through the year we are now. Wow. Then I've got my intentions there, which just helps me to stay intentional about my life and stuff. And then I've got these, so all my positive affirmations that I wrote down. I've then got a quote there that's my favourite. So like I said, I go through these a bit more in depth in my other video. And then we've got the moon cycles. So this is a part of the journal that I kind of scrapped and I stopped doing, mostly because I fell out of the habit when I came to New Zealand, which is a real shame. Maybe I'll get back on it again, but I've been using the Clue app a lot more, just because I just seem to remember to do that more than I do remember to go to the front of this journal. So yeah, that's that. And then as a YouTuber, I've just got my video ideas and I just highlight them off once I've done them. And then we've got blog posts there, so I'm not doing very well with blog posts, but maybe we'll get there. If there's any blog posts you want me to write, then feel free to let me know. And then I just use these bulldog clips, which is a really cool way of being able to segregate all the pages, because when you first start a bullet journal, most of the unused pages will be at the back, but then as you go through the year, you know, this becomes more pages, and so I've got bulldog clips on each side just to make it easier. So this is all of the days and weeks and months that have gone by, and then this is where we're up to now. So at the beginning, I'll take this bulldog clip off. So at the beginning of each month I usually do a detail, so I embrace my childhood, you know, state there, and I just did this really cute picture. So yeah, it just depends. Each month I do completely different. This is what I chose for July, but I'll show you some of the last ones that I've done. So this was June's, this was April, and that was March. So yeah, you can kind of see I just change how I do them, you know, with each month, and so I just decided to do something a little bit different this month. So basically what I'm doing now is I have this page just like usual. So here, I don't know if you can see there, I've got my habit tracker. So just basically choose different habits that I like, or just different things. So here I've got feeling bloated or feeling drained, how I ate, if I ate junk food, and just put a little dot next to the day. So I can just keep track of it, and then I try and fill in my sleep here, but it's not always I don't always remember to do, but because I wear a Fitbit, I can usually fill this in at the end of the month if I really want to. And then I've just got the moon cycles there, so I can see correlations and stuff throughout the month, which is kind of cool. So then this page is new. This is what I started doing last month I think it was, I started changing it up. Because I came to New Zealand and I'm now living, you know, in my own home, I've got a lot more responsibilities than I used to have. So I put this adulting little tab here, and so it's weeks 1 to 4, so 4 weeks of the month. And it's just things like doing the meal plan, shopping, washing my hair, which sounds ridiculous, but I only wash my hair once a week, and sometimes I forget to wash it even that. and so it just helps me to keep track of like if I have washed it last week or not. Cleaning my pads, draining the compost, recycling, hoovering, and then just a few different other bits and bobs down there. So I just find that really helpful, just to make sure that I do these things weekly. And then here we've got a shopping list, so it's on a sticky note, so I can take it in and out if I want to. I'm thinking about sticking this sticky note onto the fridge actually, and then leaving it there just in case there's things we need throughout the month. We then got a brain dump part, so I don't use this that much really. This is monthly, so if anything comes up in the week that I really need to remember, I'll pop it into there. Yeah, and then here we've just got tasks. So each month, like the beginning of each month, I try and set myself different tasks to actually accomplish. So last month one of my tasks was to find a job, and so I managed that, so that's really cool. Like, and it just helps you to keep accountable and to like make goals for yourself basically. So then what I do is I use a little paper clip to paper clip the weeks together. So I do 4 weeks at a time sometimes I do 1 week at a time. But basically the new thing that I'm doing is this. It will all make sense in a second. So at the beginning of each new week I do this. So I've got the days of the week at the top, I've got the weather, and then I just write in here any appointments that I've got or any things that I need to remember. Down the side there we've just got a meal plan, so it just makes it easier to budget and to just know what we're doing with our lives. Yeah, so I just figure out like meals we're having, and they can switch and change, it doesn't really matter, but that's pretty much like what we will eat that week, just in some random order. Then these are more for my business, so Instagram and YouTube, just keeping myself accountable, keeping track of when I post pictures and do stories, and making sure that I'm active on those platforms as well. Then we've got the habit tracker, which is probably my favourite part of this new journal. Like, I think it's really amazing. I just choose a few different habits that I really want to start incorporating into my life. So here we've got being in nature, using my journal, not eating sugar, meditating, and being up early. And so when I accomplish one of these, I just fill in the little leaf, and so over the course of the week I've just got all these lovely little light vines growing. We've then got a sleep tracker, but this is weekly, so it just helps me to see where I'm at, and if I'm feeling really tired I can then see why. And so I just try and fill this in like each day, so like the day after I've slept I'll fill this one in. Then on the right hand side here I like to just put a really cool quote, so you know I'll show you some of the quotes that I've put, but I just like to have it big and bold there just to be like boom. Yeah, and so once that's done I then put this little box, so it's just remember. So for the week, so obviously I need to just do little bits and bobs. It can be to do with Etsy or, you know, Instagram, or just like normal stuff like I need to go shopping or I need to pick up this thing from the supermarket, but it just makes it so much easier to, you know, see that each week. And then here we've got next week, so anything that I didn't accomplish this week or that I know I need to do next week. So if I've got an appointment that's been booked and I've not done next week's sheet yet, then I can just write it in there, and then it can go over to the next month, which is kind of cool, and it's been working really well for me. And so this is the weekly spread. It hasn't changed really that much at all from last time I showed you it. The only thing that I have changed is I now only do 1 bullet point a night. Rather than 3. So I used to do 3 things that I was grateful for, but I was finding it was too intense if I forgot to do it for a few days, and then I had to write like 9 things. So I just choose 1 thing out of that day that I was grateful for, and I found this is super helpful in making me stay present and making me thankful for things that happen in my life. Yeah, and then I just have like things that I want to do, and I do a tick if I accomplish it, I do an arrow if I like failed or just didn't get a chance, and then basically that will drop down to the next day. And so it's really easy to just keep track of it all like that. And then at the end here, goals. At the beginning of the week I will set myself 3 goals to accomplish by the end of the week, and 9 out of 10 I accomplish all of these, which makes me feel really good. And so I stopped doing this other spread, which I'll show you. So I was doing this spread for a long time, back when I was in England. I was juggling 2 jobs and I was feeling really stressed, and it was a bit intense. I've got a little bit more free time on my hands now, and so I just don't feel like this is necessary anymore. I don't have to try and juggle seeing family and friends and dom and everything, you know, everything's just a lot easier. And so I don't need this anymore. I don't need to like schedule my time out properly, because basically any free time I get I need to funnel into YouTube and Instagram, and yeah, just, you know, building my empire. And making sure that I get time for myself too, which I've managed to do by having a morning and evening routine now. So yeah, I don't need this page anymore, but if you are like, if you don't have a routine, or if you do have a set routine but you need more time and more, you know, more time in your day, if that makes sense, then this is a really great option. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I've changed, but I really think that this has really made a massive impact. So this was the beginning of June, and I just choose a different quote each time. So I've got "Don't quit, do it." I really liked that. I thought it was really cool. And as you can see, I just do the weather and everything, and it's just a really nice thing to do on a Sunday evening, just winding down for the new start of the week, just filling out this bullet journal, because I just do it freehand now. To start with, I was doing it with a ruler, but yeah, I don't know if you can see, like on the latest ones that I've done, it's just all higgledy-piggledy, but there's only me that sees it, apart from obviously now I put it on YouTube, but it's just literally to help my brain be on the page rather than in my actual head. So that's one quote that I've done there. Then we've got this one, so I really like this spread, I think it looks really pretty. Then this one, "Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters the most." I just think that's really cute. Yeah, and I just added little bits and bobs as I go, and some weeks it looks a lot better than others. Here we've got another quote: "No matter how many mistakes you make or how slow you progress, you're still way ahead of everyone who isn't trying." And I just find these quotes really inspiring, you know, if I'm having a down day or just feel really like unmotivated. Sometimes it's just really nice, and I choose a quote that fits with the theme of the week. So I showed you this one already, and then this is this week. So the only person you should be trying to be better than is the person that you were yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, not a lot has changed at all, but this spread has just been really, really helpful. And so yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that it kind of helped you to think of new ideas. Maybe if you are adulting yourself like I am, you know, just trying to sort out meal plans and sort out like social media stuff and just all of that good stuff. So, you know, if you do have children and stuff, this could be a really cool way of making sure you get homework done, and, you know, just making sure that you prep yourself for life, because I find this super, super helpful in organising my time. Yeah, and so like I said, at the beginning of the week, I will just quickly, the beginning of the month, I will quickly fill out this and this. I'll just do like, you know, outlines, and then I will do the first week. So I'll quickly just do these. It doesn't take me very long at all, and I'll do the first week, and then if I've got time, I will do the rest. So I'll just do like this and this on repeat another 3 times, and that's basically it. And then when I get a sec, I just highlight it all, because I think that's really, really therapeutic, and that's it. Yeah, so it's really easy to do, and it just means that I just have to like go to here, and then to here, and then each day I read what I've got to do. I might write in for the day before what I was thankful for, and that's it. Basically, it's super easy, super simple to do, and it just keeps me really, really accountable and bossing life. So yeah, that's pretty much my bullet journal. I hope that you found this video helpful and useful, or just found some new things or like new ways to set out your bullet journal. I'm sure that there's going to be so many more ways. Like I said, this bullet journal is pretty much to the end of its life. I've only got a few pages left. So my new bullet journal is on the way. So if I do change up what I'm doing, or kind of change the layout or add new things, and I will definitely do an update in the future, because these things are amazing. It's made my life so much easier and just so much more organised. When I actually fill this in day to day, like, I'm on top of my goals and I'm on top of like who I want to be. So yeah, if you are thinking about getting a bullet journal and you keep putting it off and you keep thinking, I'll start in next year, I'll start in January, start now. I can't stress that enough. You do not have to wait till the new year to start new habits, to start new intentions, and to start setting goals for yourself. You can start any moment. So order yourself one and then start going with it. And if you've had one in the past and you stopped using it, pick it up again and give it another go. You know, there are so many different ways you can format it to work for you. You don't have to do it the same way as me. You don't have to do it the same way as anyone. But what I recommend is finding something that kind of resonates with you, and then just see how it goes. And you will find over time that you think of different ways that you can set it out that actually suit you. And so yeah, you end up with like a really personalised journal. So I'm going to stop blabbering. I'm going to let you all get on with your day. I hope that you found this helpful, and if you've got any tips or tricks, or if there's any like amazing layouts that you want to share with me, please feel free to leave those in a comment below, and feel free to tag me on Instagram. You know, if you do bullet journal layouts and stuff like that, or send me pictures on the DMs on there, because it's really cool to see new ways and new things. And so if you do copy any of the like pages from this, I'd love to see them. So yes, make sure you share those pictures with me. That would be awesome. So Right, if you enjoyed this, please give me a big thumbs up. It really, really helps to support my channel, and it helps to put a big smile on my face when I see all of those little likes, because it really, really does make a massive impact. It makes such a difference on how much my videos get seen. So I really appreciate all of you for subscribing, for liking my videos, and for sticking around and commenting so much. I really, really appreciate you all. So have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye guys.